Hello, students. Welcome back to our class number 2. Thank you so much for coming on time, responsibly, and also for um, coming to the class with your camera open. That's very important. Thank you so much. And speaking about cameras open, don't forget um, to number one, that's it. Maintain, open your cameras when you enter and maintain it that way during the class. Also, remember to use your microphones in a responsible way. You open it when you are going to participate, not interrupting your friends, and of course, closing it when you finish. Remember to use the chat for any important information you need or have. Um, and participate during the class. And that's it. Not too much, not too many rules. Just remember those. Camera, microphone, not interrupting. Okay, the chat is open for you and participate. Just that. Um, that's it. So let's go to our class number 2. Today we're gonna use Nearpod. I'm pretty sure you have some idea of what Nearpod is. We use it in our previous classes. So what you need is number one, the link, which I'm about to provide on the chat. Nearpod student. Yes, you have it right now. And the code. Don't worry if it's in capital letters or in lowercase. It's gonna work when you copy it on Nearpod. Thank you so much. All right, I can see that some of you have entered already. You're seeing a picture. Does your room look like that? Hope not. You are maybe looking at a picture right now. I'm waiting for everyone to enter. Everything okay? Do you have a problem with the link or with the code? No? All right. That's great. I'm glad that we have here now more practice with these tools. Good. I'm about to share my screen. Please pay attention. Okay, so as you can see, we have a picture here of a room. Maybe you can identify which room is it. I don't know if you can. Okay. Yes, maybe Fabi, a kitchen. What makes you think that this is a kitchen? The refrigerator. Okay. What else? Gonzalo, yes? Okay, you can see this. That is a sink. How are you put your dishes, your plates? Exactly. Very good. Yeah, it does look like a kitchen though. What else do you see that is evident for you? Disorder. Okay, any other word for that? Mess. Very good. Another one. A disaster. Very good. What did you say? Like something exploded in the kitchen? Yeah, I think that is a nice expression for this. Something exploded in the kitchen. That's great. What do you see? Can you see something specific? Like only boxes, or what do you see? Okay, you see bottles, boxes. What else? What do you mean? Uh, the plastic? That is a bag, plastic bags. You get them when you go to the supermarket, right? Great. What else do you see? Okay, you see other plastic containers. Uh-huh. But you have this in your house, right? Plastic containers, plastic bags, plastic bottles, boxes. What is the difference? The amount. Very good, the number. What else? Everything has its place, right? So, do you think that the person who is in the picture, the owner of this house, the room, does he or she like to live like that? He or she likes living like that? No, right? I don't think no one likes living in those conditions. What do you think this is? Do you have any idea of what is the name of this? Okay. It is okay, something emotional, very good, something related to emotions. What is that, Domi? Mental health problems, okay. Yeah, maybe something related to that. I don't want to sound too harsh, like she has mental problems, or he has mental problems. Very good, but yeah, I think you are warm, that you're very close to that. Mm, yeah, because that is, well, because it's transitional. This can be, um, this can be not eliminated. You can improve. You can be better. You can clean. You can organize. For example, a mental health issue. Sorry. Sometimes you cannot have a solution for that. That's the difference. They are just tiny differences. So, what is it? Well, this is hoarding. Hoarding is a behavioral problem. It is something related to behavior. Yes, it is related to the mind as well. And is when you set amount, a number of things. What do you call a person, or what do you call the action when you have a crazy number of things? Don't worry, you can use a dictionary, look for the definition. When you have many things, a crazy number, a huge amount of things. Accumulation, very good. Hoarder, hoarding is when a person accumulates lots of things, a number of things that a person that is, let's say, in great shape here, no, doesn't seem like a good number. So, or like a good way to organize things, let's say, because for them, this is order. This is their reality, their way to see the order. Let's learn a little bit more about them. But first, of course, let's examine the objectives of the class. Okay, so we will be able, that's you, to formulate solutions through analysis and class discussion about the problem of hoarding. Formulate solutions, remember, to see the positive out of the negative. We will be able to understand collocations through reading a text about hoarders. Okay, you're gonna understand what a collocation is, don't worry. You will understand, I promise. And finally, we will be able to describe how a hoarder's house looks like through writing activities with collocations. That's it. So I'm going to pass to the next activity, yes, which is vocabulary. Perfect. Help me do it, please. You can do it in your computer, and then you can help me out doing this here. I'm just going to stop sharing my screen just to check that everyone is on the same page. Do you need an explanation about the objectives? Formulate solutions. Okay, very good question. Formulate solution is, formulate is to create. Okay, it's a synonym, but formulate means that you are going through a process, through a process to create a solution. And that process is going to be given by me. Okay, so don't worry. You are going to have the guidelines to create a solution for people that accumulate things. Mhm. Yes, don't worry. Thank you for the question. Okay, now you're going to help me. You have the concepts. The concepts are these 2 or 3 words, okay, that you have. Unable to discard, behavioral pattern, junk, hoarder, emotional attachment, sentimental value, discard, and feel safe. These are the concepts or the words, no? And the longer text are the definitions, okay? So please take that into account. Let's start with a hoarder. Do you remember what I said about hoarders or hoarding? Okay, to accumulate. But hoarder means, you remember, like a teacher, lawyer. Aha, it's a person. Very good. So you have to, exactly. Person who accumulates objects and feels unable to discard them. Very good. Let's go with discard. Okay, because we saw discard here. What is it? Uh-huh. What is discard? Very good. To throw objects away. Very good. Remember, this vocabulary will be helpful for you throughout this lesson. You will see this vocabulary in the other activities. Thank you. Okay, yes, Ian, tell me. Junk. Okay, what is junk? It's a person, it's an action, object. It's an object or objects. Very good. Excellent. Objects, because you have 2 here, no? Considered as garbage. Yes, very good. Junk, garbage. Okay, another one, dummy. Sentimental value. Okay, to feel strong connection with something and or someone. You have that. And you have another one. Objects which evoke emotions related to the past or certain people. Okay, very good. What do you think is this? To feel a strong connection or objects with evoke emotions? Uh-huh. They are objects that evoke emotions, sentimental emotion. And very similar but differently to emotional attachment, exactly, Gonzalo. is to feel a strong connection with something and or someone. Okay? People really don't have a sentimental value. Um, it's mostly because objects remind you of someone, maybe. But emotional attachment, you can feel that with objects and or people. Very good. Let's see, Fabi, another one. Behavioral pattern. Okay, tell me what this is. An action related, well, an idea related to behavior which is repeated with consistency. Uh-huh, very good. To feel safe, what is that? Protection, very good. To feel protection. And unable to discard, of course, is to have negative feelings when thinking about throwing things away. Thank you so much, students. Very good. Okay, that was easy, no? Now let's use this vocabulary. Okay, perfect. You're gonna see, very good. Sorry, everything okay so far? I didn't ask if you finished. Yeah? Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna be sure to ask before I finish this question. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna read for you and you're gonna tell me what should I put here. Before reading, I'm gonna give you some strategies. Before reading the entire text, read the words that you have down below here. That will help you to know what the text is about. Safer. Hmm? Remember, feel safe, discard, hoarding, disorder, junk, sentimental, accumulate. So some of the words that you saw in the previous question, in the previous activity, are going to be here in the blank spaces. So please help me put them in the right place. People with hoarding disorder excessively items. Okay, so we have subject, we have here an adverb, and we have here the object. What are we missing? That's right, the action. So what is the action here? Discard or accumulate? Discard items? No, right? Accumulate. Accumulate, very good. That others might view as, you're not sure? I'm going to give you some clues as well. Remember that sometimes you are not the owners of all the knowledge of the world. So you might as well continue and leave this vocabulary at the end, but you are big boys and girls now, and you can see other strategies. Can you see the next word? What does it have at the beginning? A capital letter. It is not there by coincidence. What goes before a capital letter if it's not at the beginning of the paragraph? Exactly. A stop. Yeah, a stop. Junk. So this is the only word that has a stop after it. So that's great. Remember to use those strategies as well to compensate maybe your lack of vocabulary in this case. That's pretty normal. That's excellent. And in some cases, such as Cambridge examinations or even school exams, it's going to work for you. Okay, now they have persistent difficulty to their possession. What is difficult for hoarders? To discard. Very good. Their possessions, which disrupts their ability to use their living or workspaces. Is not the same as collecting. Okay, so if you don't know, remember strategies. Very good. Very good, Gonzalo. Hoarding. It's not the same as collecting. Hoarding is not the same as collecting. Collectors look for specific items, such as model cars or stamps, and may organize or display them. Organize. People with hoarding behavior safer, disorder, or sentimental. You got it, Ian. Disorder. Behavior disorder often save random items and store them. Do you know what's a store? It's not a shop. No, it's not a shop. Just keep, okay? Keep. They keep these items exactly. In most cases, they save items that they feel safe, they might need in the future. I'm sorry. They save items that they feel they might need in the future, are valuable, or have value, sentimental value. Thank you so much, Domi. Oh, perfect. Some may also feel safer surrounded by the things they have. Very good. They have this sensation, okay? Remember, I told you that they see things differently? Okay, very good. So now, please let's review some of the words that we have just seen. Did you finish? I'm gonna stop sharing my screen and I want you to give me this reaction if you finish. Okay, you finished? Very good. Of course, we were doing it together. I want to know if you have some questions, some doubts about the activity, the vocabulary. It's not clear, the store. Okay, store is like I buy lipsticks. I buy lots of lipstick bars and I store them in my bathroom. Yes, I keep them in my bathroom. It's just a synonym. Keep, save, store. That I won't say organize because it is not exactly that. Okay, it is keep, to save, to put in a place, put in a certain place. Not specific, not organizedly, just to put it in a place. Just that. Yeah? Perfect. Okay, you store your tomatoes in the fridge. You don't say exactly where in the fridge, you just store them there. Maybe disorganized, maybe they are spread out, maybe they are in lines. Okay, but store is just to put in a place. Is that clear? Very good. Another one, maybe to feel safe. Okay, to feel safe is when you feel protection. Remember in the first activity, you feel safe with, let's say, the necklace that your grandma gave you on your birthday. It is a beautiful necklace, and when you wear it, you feel like you own the word. You can eat the word, so you use it for special occasions, such as a date with a guy, or you use it when you have to speak in public and you're a little bit nervous. Yeah, so that makes you feel safe. Now, for people with behavioral patterns or disorders like hoarding, they might feel safe around just the boxes of the things they buy because it reminds them of that moment when they ate it. It was so delicious and they just cannot discard not only the item but also the moment. They don't want to throw that moment away. Okay? So it makes them feel protected, safe, okay? Because it is there, it is with them. So, and that's something very important. Sometimes they tend not to leave their houses. Some of them work, some of them live a regular life, but you can say that many of them don't feel safe also when they are uh, away, when they are far away from their things. Yeah, does it make it clear now? Or was it too long? Perfect. Thank you so much for your feedback. Now I'm going to pass to the next activity since I saw that everyone finished the first one and previous one. This is a reading that you have here, a bit long, okay, but I'm going to give you, I'm going to read it for you, okay? And you're going to see, you're going to follow me in the reading and you are also going to study the pictures that you see there. Okay? The stuff in our lives. Stuff. Do you know what stuff? Okay, yeah, objects. Very good stuff. It's just like a way to say it. Very good. So now let's go. I'm going to highlight for you some of the words. When I say them, please copy them on paper. Yeah, so or maybe on Word, on a notepad on your computer. It's okay. Elaine and Susie repeat live in a large house with a white picket fence in a typical New Jersey suburb. They enjoy shopping, texting their friends, and watching sitcoms on cable TV. Being sisters, they also argue a lot. In fact, Elaine and Susie appear to be normal American teenagers, although appearances can be deceptive. The truth is that is that everyday life for the sisters is far from normal. Things which we might take for granted, like cooking a meal or picking out, pick out an outfit, are incredibly difficult for the girls. Okay, remember to copy picking out. Thank you. Why? Because their mom, Sharon, is a compulsive hoarder. We spent most of our time in a small area in the living room, just in front of the TV, complained Susie. Mom's stuff has spread out, copy that please, spread out, everywhere. It's taking over our lives. In Sharon's house, every room is crammed with piles of records and CDs, mountains of laundry, and stacks of magazines. The kitchen is impossible to use. Meals are cooked in a microwave in the garage, and dishes are washed in the shower. Compulsive hoarding can be an extreme condition, and this family has run out of space. Okay. But while it's true that most of us would never hoard to this extent, the fact is that many of us buy more things that we need. And once we have them, we're reluctant to throw them away. Okay, throw away, please. Throw away. Also, you can copy slash out. Throw out. Look at the picture. Wow. According to anthropologists, people have been collecting stuff for centuries. About 50,000 years ago, primitive communities began to lose their nomadic ways and relied on stored food, resulting in a change in our material culture. Permanent homes were built as people amassed more objects. Sorry. And these things soon became impossible to carry around. The loss of nomadic ways was not thanks to agriculture, but also to the number of possessions people had. Back in New Jersey, Elaine is feeling increasingly frustrated by her mother's junk as she searches for a place to do her homework. In the end, she uses a heap of laundry as a temporary desk. After a while, you just put up with it, she sighs. You start thinking it's normal. In some ways, it is normal because unfortunately, our modern consumer culture actively encourages us to accumulate. Advertisements convince us that we can't live without certain products and imply that these things can change our lives. It's very difficult to resist this culture, to opt out and buy less. Opt out. Please copy that. Opt out. Opt out. Opt out. In the USA, the amount of stuff, sorry, in the USA, the amount of stuff people own has doubled since 1947. And according to a recent study, when the average American family moves a house, an incredible 8 tons of belongings moves with them. 8 tons. Look at the picture. Yeah. So, why is it so difficult to get rid of things? One explanation is that people are naturally resistant to change and prefer things the way they are. The end result is lots of clutter, taking up valuable space. Psychologists also talk about the endowment effect, or the way we attach more value to things once we own them. For example, you might not use your old MP3 player, but it still has value because it belongs to you. Ownership is as important as usefulness. But as Elaine says, mom needs to ask herself, if I didn't have it, would I go out and buy it? If the answer is no, then she should bin it. Sentimental value is another reason for not junking things. Many of the objects we keep have connection to a place, an event, or a person in our past, such as birthday cards from a grandparent or an old football shirt from an important match. These objects, like Sharon's record collection, have emotional currency, which is why we never throw them out. Throw out. Now you see it. Thank you so much. Yes. Throw out. Luckily, Elaine and Susie's story has a happy ending. Sharon has finally got help with her hoarding and has slowly started to clear out their home. She had to, says Elaine, or our family would have fallen apart. It's been a few months, but the girls are helping out and things are gradually getting so better. When I walk through the house now, I can find the things I need, are not hidden by junk anymore. Smiles Elaine. The next stage is to invite my friends round, she adds. I'm really looking forward to that. I just hope they don't bring much stuff. Very good. Excellent. So now, oh, before I forget, help out. Okay? Helping out. Very good. So what do you think? Yeah. So two girls, two teenagers, just like you, teenagers, and they are living with a person like that. It's kind of difficult, no? So what we're gonna do right now is to do an activity with this, okay? Then you are going to write and finally say recommendations for people like Sharon, okay? Okay, you have time to climb. Let's see. Oh, of course, you have to start. Okay, I'm gonna start it for you. You have to enter and then I start it. Okay, very good. I'm gonna start it right away then. I'm gonna share my screen so you can see it. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so Susie is patient with her mother despite the hoarding. Very good. The writer says that most people have a similar impulse to hoard. No, that's false. He never says that. Very good. One reason people stop being nomads is because they have too much stuff to transport. True, very good. Elaine is sympathetic towards her mother and her hoarding. She's sympathetic. False. That's right. She is tolerant. She's not sympathetic. Those are two different concepts. Advertisements encourage people to be happy with their lives. False. Never. You can be happier with lots of things. That's what they say. People like things in their life to remain the same. That's true or false? It was false, right? Sorry, I forgot. I clicked incorrectly. Yes, they like things to change. Sharon is emotionally attached to some of her things. Remember who is Sharon, no? True. Very good. That's true. Okay, now let's go with the part of vocabulary. This is gonna be simple. Choose the collocation that suits the synonym. Choosing. Pick out. Very good. Remember you saw this in your reading. Choose the collocation that suits removing. Throw out or clear out. Clear out. Very good. That's removing. Next is disappearing, using completely. Throw out. Very good. You're about to finish. There are 3 more, and that's it. You have a writing activity. Choose a collocation that suits uncontained. Very good. Spread out. Very good. Now stopping being involved. Opt out. Excellent. Now we have 1 more and that's it. I think 1 more. Supporting. Help out. Very good. Very good, my friends. That's great. That was perfect. Okay, very nice. Nice work. Okay, so any problems with the comprehension of these exercises, these words that we have worked with? Remember the name? Collocations. Very good. Remember some of them? Spread out, help out, run out. Very good. Excellent. Perfect. So now let's go with the writing activity. In the writing activity, you are going to look for a picture in Nearpod, okay? And you are going to use to describe the picture using the 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 guidelines that you have there. Remember, I was going to give you guidelines. Find a picture of a house or room which belongs to a hoarder. You're going to describe it in 5 sentences. Each sentence must contain a different collocation. Consider elements of a good sentence and use of collocations. So no, I am not going to check the perfect grammar. Let's say I'm going to check that it's coherent, that you have the capital letters, the commas, the stop, the full stop, okay, and the collocations as well. So find a picture, please, and do this in this moment. Okay, you're going to describe the picture. There are lots of things to clear out. The person has run out of space, etc. Exactly, very good. That is a nice picture. Yes, you can use it. Okay, so, and while you're doing that, I want you to consider some recommendations for people like Sharon, okay? Okay, very good. I can see some people have started to put, very nice. Okay, perfect. Now for the recommendations and maybe possible consequences, okay? You are gonna use this. Perfect. Look, capital letter, stop, full stop. There are no commas, but it is coherent and we are using collocations. Very good, very good. So now this is a checklist. I want you to give some recommendations to people like Sharon using that checklist that you can see over there on Nearpod. it has points that you need to cover up with your speech while you're giving suggestions or talking about wording, the consequences, etc. You need to use these things. I'm going to show you. And for that, we finish, okay? You're going to give your opinion. So you have to start with I think, I believe, or in my opinion. You have to use present simple, you know, the structure. You have to use the collocations that we used. And provide at least one solution. Okay, I listen to you. Okay, Gonzalo. Okay, in your opinion. People like Sharon have to be more careful, okay, with the money and with the things they buy. Okay, that's present simple, very good. Use a collocation, remember? A collocation at least. Be careful not spreading out things and throwing them away out. Throwing them out away, it's good. We're practicing without, but I think that's good. Throwing them away when they are not necessary. Okay, and that is one solution. Perfect. You provided one solution, and in the solution there was a collocation. Okay, a phrase on a collocation. Very good. That was excellent. What do you think? Does it have all the necessary guidelines, Gonzalo's participation, according to your checklist? He said, in my opinion, he used present simple, he used collocations, two collocations, and did he provide a solution? Yes, very good. That is correct. So imagine you did that all by yourselves, only with instructions. Do you feel confident with this topic? You want to practice more? Well, that is perfect. We can practice a little bit with more phrasals and collocations, and also practicing giving your opinion. Do you think that's great? Good. I'm glad you liked it. We took a little bit of more time, I think, 2-3 minutes, but we accomplished the goal. Thank you so much for your responsibility, for being here. Bye, and see you tomorrow again for class number 3.